Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Life as Maya.
Can't focus on me.
Today we're in the kitchen again, back by myself though this time. Hope you guys don't miss Raji too much, JK. But today we're gonna cook some butter chicken. It's a really simple recipe. If you're ever low on time, got some chicken in your house, and you're just needing something quick to do, butter chicken, very easy. This is my first time going to be trying to make it spicy though. Last time I made it, it was just regular butter chicken, but I wanted a little bit more spice to it, so we got some peppers. But here's all our ingredients, and before we even start with our chicken, I have some naan bread, and we're going to pop this in the oven to eat with our butter chicken. So let's go ahead and do that. And Raji is here today, by the way, so as I'm cooking, he's going to ask me a couple of questions, and we're just going to get to know me a little bit more. So I've just put my naan bread in the oven. I have my rice cooking, and honestly, the chicken's going to take the longest, but it's so simple. So, oh, also, before we start seasoning our chicken, cashews are called for this recipe, and you do have to blend them to make them a little softer and easier to blend. We're going to soak them in water until we need them. I'm just going to put a few in the bowl. Put some water in the bowl and let them soak to the side before we start chicken. So here's the cashews. You don't really need to you just need to make sure they're covered just so they can get a little soft. I'm gonna put that to the side. Now, for the important part, our chicken. We're gonna season our chicken with some ginger paste. You can use fresh ginger, but if you're lazy and you honestly don't got that much time, just put some ginger in it. I don't have garlic paste, so I am gonna have to mince up some garlic and put it in there, but also you wanna put turmeric, enough to cover up all the chicken. I'm gonna do some chili powder. I'm just gonna add some salt, pepper. This is I swear, everyone who's tried my butter chicken says it tastes just like takeout, but it's so easy. You guys better try this and let me know how it turns out. And I think this is like the showstopper, garam masala. This is what gives it that real flavor and that tasty takeout flavor. That and the butter. I think the butter has a lot to do with it too. So you just season your chicken with those simple seasonings: turmeric, chili powder, garam masala, salt, and pepper. And we add ginger, and now we're gonna add some garlic to it as well. And Greek yogurt. And honestly, guys, today I'm actually in a rush, so this will actually test if this recipe actually is very simple and only calls for 30 minutes. I think it will. I think we can get done with this in 30 minutes. Babe, what time is it?
3:38.
Okay, I think we'll be done by 4:08, if not even sooner. So this here, I'm just using a small thing of Greek non-fat plain yogurt. I think that might be enough for all of this. I might have to add the second one that I have right here.
So, first question, do you have a favorite book?
My favorite book, I actually just started reading nonfiction again last year, and I think my favorite book would be Verity by Colleen Hoover. That book, it's just not something somebody would have told me about and I would have been I'm interested in, but because I gave it a chance and read it on my own, honestly, yeah, that was the fastest book I've ever read, and it just kept me intrigued. So if you're a nonfiction reader, check out Verity.
If someone gave you $1 million and told you you had to spend it, how would you spend it?
If someone gave me $1 million and told me I had to spend it.
You have to spend it or they'll take it away.
Or they'll take it away? Oh, okay, easy.
You don't have the time frame, but you have to constantly be spending it.
Oh. First thing I would do is buy a house. I would buy my mom a house. What?
That's about 75% of it with the first house nowadays.
$1 million?
Nowadays, a house around here is
I don't got a.
$700,000.
You're right. I still got a good amount of money left.
Yeah, 300, 400.
I would buy a house just because you know, even if I buy a house and then don't even live in it, it's still going to be making me money. So I would definitely buy a house. It doesn't even have to be like a huge house, or just a big enough kitchen to be able to do these videos in and continue with my videos on social media, because in my apartment, it's actually really hard to film in there. So I would buy myself a house. I would buy my mom a house. And then I would invest everything into our business. Like, got some things coming very soon, but what we're trying to take up this cooking stuff another notch and really hop into the culinary business. So I would invest a lot of the money into that. I would get a new camera. I would get a whole Hexclad set. Like, I don't know. With $1 million, I would pay my student loans off. I don't know. I'll do a couple things. But that would be my biggest thing. Buy my house, buy my mom's house, pay my student loans off, become completely debt-free, and then invest everything into the culinary business. I would quit my job and just invest everything into what I'm trying to pursue now. I would do that with $1 million. I feel like that will make $1 million go fast. Don't you think?
Yeah,
I think that would go fast. Okay. I'm going to quickly mince up a little bit of garlic to add into this, because, you know, you got to have some fresh garlic, because I don't have paste, unfortunately, but it won't take me too long.
What's your favorite film of all time?
Film? I'm not a movie person. I really don't have a favorite movie.
What's your favorite show?
My favorite show? I really like watching Hell's Kitchen. That's probably one of my favorite shows right now. This Is Us. Really intrigued in that. Yeah, I'm a YouTube girly. Like, I watch a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't really watch TV as much. Like, I don't have a favorite show. But if I had to pick a favorite show, it would be Hell's Kitchen, any cooking show really, and This Is Us.
Quirk.
My proudest what?
Your oddest quirk.
My oddest quirk.
The oddest, the weirdest.
Like, is a quirk something you do?
I guess.
What is a quirk? My oddest quirk? I don't know.
I thought you would know.
I don't know what a quirk is. Like, isn't it something like unique about yourself?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Like a quirk? I don't think I have one. My oddest one? Like something unique. I have to come back to that one. I don't really know.
If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose?
If I could have any animal as a pet, yeah, it would be a dog.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of gift?
A thoughtful one. I love thoughtful gifts. Like, gifts that are like, I heard you say you didn't have this and you needed this, so I got you it. Or a gift that's like, I know you like to do this, so I got you this. Like, those are my favorite types of gifts, when it feels like, oh wow, you actually thought of me. I don't really care for the, like, if it's expensive, it's expensive, I'll take it. But I would take a thoughtful gift over an expensive gift. I just like thoughtfulness. So if you know I love to cook and get me a pan, I'd be like, okay, you love me. So yeah, that's my perfect gift. All right, so I've just added the garlic into the chicken. I feel like this is enough seasoning. We're gonna have to go back in one more anyway, so right now I'm just gonna start cooking it, really. Put it to the side. Start off by heating up this pan. I'm gonna put it on like 6 and put some butter in it, because you can't do anything without butter, and it's literally a butter chicken. So we're gonna use a good amount of butter. I'm gonna add about this much butter to the pan. I have a lot of chicken, so that's why I'm adding this much butter. If you have ghee, you can use ghee too, that helps, but I didn't have ghee, so we're using butter.
What's the biggest lesson you learned this year?
This year,
Anytime.
this year has been only 1 month, but the biggest lesson I've learned this year, I would just say, like, if God is calling you to do something, like, yes, he is looking for work. Like, faith without work is dead. But, like, if there's purpose in something that you're doing, God is going to make the way for you. All you do is have to show up and trust him, and everything else will fall into place. So that's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned this year thus far, yes.
If you could live with any fictional character, who would you choose?
I don't know. I don't really watch fiction movies. I really don't know the answer to that one. Fictional character, I have no idea. Like I would spend a day with a superhero because they have powers, and then I would make them like, maybe I would spend the day with someone who can read people's minds. Because if you can read people's minds, I would take you around with me for a day and have you read everyone's mind for me. That's what I would do.
Would you do a dinner date or a movie night at home?
Dinner date. I like trying new restaurants, and I've gotten more into makeup within the last year, and I like getting dressed and getting cute and going out. So definitely dinner date and then movie night at home. But I'm really not a movie person. I fall asleep to every single movie.
Any hidden talents?
I mean, the fact that I cook isn't hidden anymore. That used to be a hidden talent. I don't think a lot of people knew that I can cook. I think I can sing a little. Okay, it's probably not actually a talent because I haven't mastered it, but I go the tune. Another hidden talent. I'm actually so freaking funny. Like, I am a hilarious person. Low-key could do stand-up comedy if I ever put my mind to it, so I think I can make people laugh. I don't know if that's that hidden, though. All my talents are just out there. Nothing's hidden. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the chicken to the pan. Now that the butter is melted. Get in there, 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 get in there.
What is something that will immediately ruin your day?
Something that will immediately ruin my day. Something that will immediately ruin my day. I don't know. I'm a schedule person. Like, I like to be on a schedule. So when something like is off schedule, I feel like that could immediately ruin my day. Also, like getting in an argument with my boyfriend, that will immediately ruin my day. A bad day at work, like just having to deal with people constantly, like that'll ruin my day. Like if it's a bad day at work and everybody's complaining about everything and you just feel like you're just not helpful, or I don't know, that'll ruin my day immediately.
What's your ultimate comfort food?
Ultimate comfort food? That's a hard one. If it's gonna be comfort, it's gonna be like pot roast. I love a good pot roast. I would say that's my ultimate comfort food. Or I would go pot roast. Like if I want to like just nosy up at home or something, pot roast for sure. Yeah, pot roast or pho. So while the chicken is cooking, I'm gonna go wash out that bowl I just used because we have to remove the chicken and make the sauce in the same pan. So give me about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. All right guys, so the naan just finished. Took it out. It's actually finished way sooner than I thought it would. The chicken is cooking still. So we're gonna keep mixing it. Once the chicken's about 95% cooked, because I just don't play with raw chicken at all, then we'll take it out and then we'll make our sauce, which is my favorite part. This is what really brings the butter chicken all together. I'm just put this on high because it's taking this little time on 6. So I'm about to put the pan on high. And honestly, guys, I am not claiming to be Indian and know what I'm doing. These are just like me. This is me trying to make recipes that I've seen online. I've had takeout a couple of times and I do think it tastes pretty darn close. So I think I'm almost there. But if not, always open to suggestions. Please let me know what I should change next time if something is wrong. And of course, I'll do that.
So what do you think had the biggest impact on the person you are today?
Wow, deep questions, deep questions. I would say probably 2 seasons of my life, which was college, where I had to really learn how to lean on God, and probably my job. 2023, that whole year of working the job that I was in, I was just very overwhelmed, didn't understand why I was there, why God had placed me there. Like, it was trying times. I was fresh out of college, jumping into a supervisor role where you're over people, working really early mornings, really late nights. I just questioned a lot about my life in that phase. So just being able to see the other side of what that was, I think that has had the biggest impact on who I am in this moment right now. But I talked about like why I would say college. I feel like I talked about that in my first video of me just, what was it? Why am I forgetting? Oh, of when I like tried to like just do life on my own in college, and then God was like, no, baby, come back. So that also has probably another big impact on my life as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is how the chicken's looking so far. Still cooking. It smells so good. All right, guys, so the chicken is pretty much cooked at this point. I'm going to put it into this bowl, and we're going to start on our sauce. There's a lot of juice.
How do you decompress after a stressful day?
Honestly, watching a podcast, cooking, just being to myself, like, that's like the main ways I decompress, just liking to just turn everything else off and just go nonverbal for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna be using a fork, but first you wanna do is add some tomato paste to your pan. I'm actually gonna turn this down a little. I'm gonna use this whole can because I want a lot of sauce. Last time I didn't make enough sauce. So I'm gonna add quite a bit of tomato paste.
What's something that you couldn't live without?
Something, okay, because if something I couldn't live without, I would say my phone. I don't know. I know that sounds bad, but that's like something you kind of just need. It's your phone. So this is my first time trying to make this butter chicken spicy. So what I'm going to do is add the pepper in it now and then remove it when I'm making like the full sauce. I'm gonna add like 3 peppers in it because I want it to get really spicy. Hopefully that helps.
Ever broken any bones?
No, I dislocated my shoulder though, and honestly, I've seen people like break bones during a football game and then not walk out crying, and after dislocating my shoulder, I'm just like, how? Like, did it hurt and you just try to be tough and not cry? But no, I've never broken a bone. I hope I never will experience breaking a bone. Cause no, Raji's broken like so many bones. It's ridiculous. But no, only dislocated my shoulder, and then that was enough for me to know I gotta be more careful. Right now I have butter, the peppers, and just tomato paste in the pan with a little bit of ginger. And I'm just gonna mix it until it gets less stiff. And then I'm gonna add the cashews in it, heavy whipping cream, and we'll go through all that. Located my shoulder at my graduation vacation. The vacation I single-handedly planned all by myself. Second day I was there, dislocated my shoulder on ATVs. The one thing I really wasn't that pressed to do, but I was like, I'm gonna be a team sport and do it because everybody else is doing it. I'm not gonna be the person that's being boring. I really was excited for ziplining and going to see like the underwater caves, but didn't make it that far. So let me get some of these cashews first. All right, so now I'm gonna add the cashews into the pan because they're all softened now.
If you had 1 day left to live, what would you do first?
If what?
If you had 1 day left to live, what would you do first?
If I had 1 day left to live, I would probably spend all my money on trying a whole bunch of food. Like, if I go to a restaurant and you be really wanting like 12 appetizers and 1 entree, but you stick to like 2 appetizers and 1 entree, I would go to the restaurant and eat as much as I could, trying every expensive thing on the menu. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I mean, yeah, I would get right with God too. Hopefully I'm already right with God in that phase of my life, but I would definitely get right with God. Go to all the restaurants that I wasn't able to try. And honestly just stay in my house and just wait till however I'm about to disappear. All right, I'm gonna remove the peppers now because I'm about to add the heavy whipping cream to the pan. And I'm not gonna blend the peppers in because that would be way too spicy. Way too spicy. So that's how it looks. It looks pretty gross really right now, but don't let the looks fool you. And I'm gonna add the heavy whipping cream in. I feel like that should be enough. All right, so I'm gonna mix this all in until it becomes, you know, nicely separated, because right now the tomato paste is sticking together. Oh, got one more pepper in there. I really hope this is spicy too, because I really like spicy butter chicken. Just going to continue to mix it. I am going to end up blending this because the cashews are obviously still hard. So I'm just going to blend it in so it can make one smooth sauce before adding the chicken back. But before doing that, I'm going to go back in with all the seasonings that we use for our chicken. We're going to go back in with some turmeric. Some chili powder. Some more garam masala. You can find this at your like local, what are those called? Honestly, I found this in the Asian market, but you can find it in your local market, I'm sure. I couldn't find it in Wegmans, so. Wait, we did find this in Wegmans, right? Yeah. It's actually in Wegmans, so if you don't have like an Asian market near you, you can find it in Wegmans. And I'm gonna add some more salt. Now, this recipe calls for a lot of spices and, yeah, it calls for a lot of spices, not as much seasoning, so definitely need some salt to bring that flavor back up. If I was ever on the show and you had like a few minutes to cook, I don't know if I would be able to do it because I'd be taking my time. And usually I cook faster, but I feel like I'm taking my time right now. So it's starting to look like this. I just need to continue to mix it, but the cashews are still there and we are not about to eat cashews and butter chicken. We're gonna blend this all up. So I'm about to put it in my blender and then pour it back in here. This is a good thing about, I'm supposed to be going with my friends out after this video, and I just wholeheartedly knew they would be late, and I'm sitting here worried that I'm gonna be late. No, when you give your Habesha or black friends a time, 4 o'clock, no, you're not seeing them till 6. And honestly, 6 was doing you a favor. That means they respect you, at least if they show up at 6. All right, so I'm gonna add this into the blender. I hope this isn't messy. I'm really hoping this won't get messy. Oh my God, it's splattering. Honestly, that wasn't that bad. You saw that? That wasn't that bad. It wasn't that messy. All right, so we're gonna blend this and then we're gonna put it back in the pan. So be right back. All right, so I've just finished blending it. Looks to be well blended. Oh, Jesus. I need help. Babe, can you open this, please? You wanna be back in guest appearance, woohoo! Love a supportive man. Ooh, don't let it splatter on you. I'm so excited for what this is about to taste like. Maybe I'll add it in here. I'm gonna add some heavy whipping cream in the actual blender so I can get everything out. This is how I cook it. I'm trying to make it as clean as possible, but this is how it'll be, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna shake it so so it all comes out. I don't know if that helped. That helped a little, yeah. All right. All right, y'all, so our sauce is in the pan and it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking so good. We're gonna add our chicken back in with all the juices and everything. We want all that flavor. All that flavor. All right, so now I'm going to just mixy until it all gets good and together. I think the juice from the chicken definitely made this a little bit more brown than last time I made it, but it's still giving butter chicken. And we're gonna let Raji come on at the end and rate this and let us know his honest opinion. And do not think because I'm his girlfriend he will take it light on me, because he will not. He's a hard critic, trust. So honestly, after you add your chicken back in, you're just gonna let it cook for a little bit longer and then you're gonna plate it up and eat it. And that's what I am about to do. All right, so I added some rice to a bowl. I'm just gonna add the chicken in. Honestly, you want that sauce all over the chicken. This would be way smarter with a spoon, but we're working what we got, okay guys? We're working with what we got. Just gonna add that chicken and that sauce and this. Oh my God, this is about to be so good. It is about to be so good. Then we're gonna add some naan bread to it, because you gotta have your naan. All right guys, so here is the food. The buttered chicken with some naan bread. Roddy's gonna come try it and give us his rating. I'm gonna try it first, and then I'm not gonna say my rating out loud though, because I wanna see if he's gonna be honest. A big mistake that I made, here's some life advice. So I didn't even check it before plating it and making sure the season was good. But when you like me, you can cook with your eyes. I think the naan bread's a little crunchy. Or you going for a perfect bite. That's so good. And we have more. Babe, it's hot. Raji. Well, guys, you have it here. The walkaway rating. I'll take it. Some kitchen advice for you today. Definitely taste your food as you're cooking, making sure your seasoning's on point. If you're not on my level yet, you can just look, boom, boom. Especially when you cook something a couple of times, you kind of know where to add and not to. So, guys, that was like a 9 for me. So, see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Can't focus on